Hello everyone, welcome back. We're out at the range today with Steve, of course. Still hasn't walked out on me, don't know why. Today we got a little treat. We have a brand new release from Live Free Armory. It is the LF365 Elite, which is their slide for the P365. As you can see, it's cut for an optic. It is also cut for sight, which I don't have in yet. So this makes it unlike the 365, even the XL. I don't know if you can get the 365 right now in almost November of 2020 with an optic on it, but I know the XL, when you have it, you lose the rear sight. So these do have the option for sight, so you can co-witness when you've got your dot on there. We've got the Swamp Fox Sentinel manual on it here. I've got this pretty much sighted in, so I'm going to put on my eyes and ears, throw a little lead down range, see how this runs. So as I said, I've got this mostly sighted in. We're going to throw a little lead at Steve, at his hostage taker, not at Steve, though we might hit Steve. To make sure that we're sighted in, we may have to do a little bit of adjustment on it. Basically, I'm out here just to check the function of the Live Free Armory P365 slide. The Swamp Fox Sentinel was on the SAR 9X. I took it off and put it on here for now, because I wanted to get some more rounds through this. Now the Sentinel does have about 500 or 600 rounds through it while it was on the SAR 9X, so it's held up. It's been perfect. It's been running fine. Held zero that whole time while it was on the SAR 9X, so I don't anticipate having any problems with it today. So we've got the 10 round flush fit in there right now. Let's run it. Okay guys, so we're back inside with the Live Free Armory LF365 Elite. We did the range test on it, so now we're going to take a little closer look at the slide itself. Now as you can see, it does have their logo on that side. And over here it does say that it is the LF365 Elite. We've got some lightning cuts here on the side. We've got a lightning cut on the top. We are cut for SIG sights here, so you can have backup irons on here. You are, of course, probably going to have to get suppressor height sights on here to co-witness with the dot, but that is definitely a plus over what you get with the Sig Sauer 365 XL, because that comes with a plate that has the rear sight on it, and once you take that plate off to put your optic on it, you lose your rear sight. Now it also has a little bit of the Cobra nose cut on it. I like that. I think it looks nice, especially if you get a chrome barrel in there, a stainless steel barrel in there, or one of the colors, it gives you one more place where that barrel that you bought for the color will stick out. Now to mount the Sentinel on this one, it did take a 632 by 0.374 screw. They did not come in the Sentinel box. I have talked to Swamp Fox and told them that that's what I needed to put this on here. So maybe they're going to start putting that in with the Sentinel box. I did find it in the box for my Justice red dot, and then the Liberty has 6 by 32 by 0.315, which would probably also work to mount this Sentinel on here. Now other than that, it is exactly the same as a P365. To take it down, push your slide back, turn your takedown lever, release the slide, and it comes right off. And then I'm using the stock recoil spring and the stock barrel in there. But as you can see, it's nice and clean on the inside. When I took this out on the range and put the 100 rounds through it, I did have a couple of failures to eject with it, but it is also very, very tight. This is a much tighter tolerance than the original that was on here. Now, I didn't buy an additional slide completion kit, so I stole all my SIG parts out of my SIG slide and put them in here, but they all went in fine, didn't have any problems with it. And as you can see, we're getting a little wear on there. I think once we get some more rounds in here, when we can, because ammo, that'll wear in, and I don't think this thing's going to have one bit of problem. The failures to eject were right towards the beginning. As I got deeper into that 100 rounds, this thing was running fine. So I think it just needs a little bit more runtime to iron out and to wear in, and it'll work perfectly. So I may end up just burning through another 100 rounds to do further testing on this, make sure it's holding up all right. But I don't have a problem with it having a little bit of a break-in, especially with how tight this slide fit to the lower. It was obviously a tighter tolerance on here. But that is the Live Free Armory LF365 Elite. It's a really nice looking slide. We opened it up, took a look inside. There's no machining marks. Everything is nice and smooth on this thing. The P365 slide parts that came out of my original slide went in here, no problem whatsoever. And they also make a P320 slide, which is pretty similar. This is a full-size slide, and I do have it on the Merzon grip here. We've got the same thing, except we've got a longer slide, so we've got a few more lightning cuts in it. We got a little different on the top, but we are again cut for front and rear, and we do have the Cobra nose on here. Other than that, it is very similar to the P365 slide. Now I did run 100 rounds through that. That video will be coming, and this one just chugged right through those 100 rounds. So there is the other offering that they have for the SIGs are the LF320 Elite and the LF365 Elite, and they also have the LF19 for Glock 19. Again, this one is cut for an RMR. I did put sights on this one now, and it is on my Gen 4, so I've got the little plug in there. Got a little different cut on the top than you do on the P320. You got pretty much the same cuts on the side here. That's a little different there. Your rear serrations are just a little bit different from that. And I haven't put a single round through this one yet, so that one will be coming as well. And last but not least, we have the LF17. I don't have a Glock 17. I'm currently looking for either a cheap Gen 3 or a cheap Gen 3 frame to build this one out. But this is very similar to the Glock 19 frame that they've got here. And of course, it'll take Glock sights. You got your Cobra nose, you got your 3 lightning windows on there. Window at the top is pretty much the same on that. And you can see inside that is everything is butter smooth in there, no machining marks. I don't anticipate either the Glock 19 or the Glock 17 having any issues because the 320 didn't as well. So once I get a Glock 17, we'll build this one out and see how this one runs. We've got the video done for this, or the shooting portion of the video done for this one, so that one's going to come out. We've got to go out and do the shooting portion of this one and see how that goes. There is the initial look at the Live Free Armory LF365 Elite with the Swamp Fox Sentinel manual on this one. I like it. I think it looks really good. I've got to get some sights in here, and I want to go out there and get at least another 100 rounds through it, break it in a little more, and just have fun with it, because that P365 is a really nice shooting pistol, and I've got my Swamp Fox on there, so it's fun to go out there and just be dinging steel. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that button up there. If you'd like to see another video from me, hit that button over there. If you want to see something from one of my friends, Gizzard Gary, Sergeant C4 Defense, or the Gun Snob, or perhaps a playlist from all the hens, hit that button up there.